Good morning, Santa Clarita. Delgado and Jen here with you, and we have a special guest, very special guest. He was here with us yesterday, and we didn't shy him away or scare him because he is back. That is a 2026 Santa Clarita Valley Men and Women of the Year Award recipient, Scott Hoolahan. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, guys. Good morning.
Thank you for coming back on in to talk a little bit more with us. But now we're going to talk about more about the Loan Depot side of things and what your day to day here. Your reverse mortgage specialist, our reverse mortgage specialist, Scott Hoolahan, again here with Loan Depot. But Loan Depot, it is May. We're getting to the veterans and Memorial Day coming up here, and you do a lot with veterans and kind of helping them out with questions they need.
Yeah, thanks again for having me. One of the things that I really appreciate about what I do on a day-to-day basis outside of the charity work that I do with the Rotary Club is my job affords me the ability to, again, extend myself in service to helping others. And over the length of my career, I've really narrowed it down to, helping seniors and helping veterans. And yeah, it's Memorial Day coming up, and that's a time to remember all of our veterans that have served, and that benefit that anyone who has served can get in home ownership under the VA loan is like no other. Right? I mean, I did not serve. I always say I didn't serve, but I'm a big fan of my freedom. So for that reason, I am particularly proud to be able to serve veterans by educating them around what that benefit in a VA home loan can do for them, leveraging no money down, or if they're in a current home and debt has become an issue. If you're listening to any news show right now, they're talking about credit card debt outside of a home loan is at an all-time high. And so veterans have the ability to leverage the equity in their home to be able to reduce that debt. Credit cards can be 15, 16, 17, I've seen 20, 28, 26%. And right now, a VA home loan on a cash out refinance could be in the fives. So that's a big, big savings. And that money and interest that you're paying on a home loan, a portion of that is going to come back to you in a tax credit at the end of each year. So it really makes sense for veterans to reach out, take a look, ask the questions. And then for those that aren't veterans, we were talking about it off air. Loan Depot is getting ready to announce a super product that's going to be a game changer for homeowners to be able to access equity almost like a personal loan. It'll happen. We're calling it the 5x5 because it's 5 minutes of an application and 5 days to funding. And that could be anywhere between 49,000 for a credit card consolidation to several $100,000 for whatever that need of that homeowner might be.
And that starts on Monday?
Yeah, Monday we'll start. I'll start hitting up my social media with that, and you can go to my website reversescott.com or spell out my name scotthoolahan.com. Go to the website, hit me up with an email, ask me what's involved in that, or watch my social media for the announcement of that on Monday. But again, it's going to be a true game changer. 5 minutes, that application's done. I can tell you what you'll be eligible for. In 5 days, that money will be in your checking account.
That's great. The 5x5. So look for that early next week. But you didn't mention veterans before. And yet I didn't serve, but my dad did. Proud Air Force veteran. So anything he can to help out and me help out as well. And there's a lot of veterans in this community that need help. And kind of one of the stigmas, I guess you can say, with veterans is they're kind of stubborn a little bit, and they're kind of hard headed, and they don't want to ask for help so much. But it is out there, and they might not know where to start, but they can give you and your team a call over at Loan Depot.
Absolutely. And I really pride myself on I'm not a salesperson. I'm a consultant. I've got the information. I've got access to the information. And so I have myself in a position where I can be of service and I can answer questions. And information is king, right? If you've got the information to then make a knowledgeable decision, you're in a much better place. It takes the fear out of talking to somebody about something that, is a big deal, your mortgage and monthly payments. And, it dovetails itself a lot of times right into my other specialty, which is the reverse mortgage, because a lot of my veterans, especially here in Santa Clarita, are 62 and older, and they might be on a fixed income. They might be relying on just VA or Social Security or a pension. And I was having this conversation just recently, in a dual income, fixed income household, seniors that are living in the home they want to age out in, and one of them leaves, right? Life changes, and now they're stuck with rising insurance costs, rising taxes, cost of living. It becomes really hard, and some of those folks might not even qualify for something like the 5x5 or qualify for even a VA cash out, because that income now is half of what it was when they purchased the home. That's where a reverse mortgage could come into play. Use the equity. Let that property that you've been paying on for so many years now turn around and take care of you.
Well, I like what you do there at loanDepot. We're talking with Scott Hoolahan of loanDepot. I like the fact that you're willing to sit down and talk with the family members. It's not just because this can be kind of intimidating. Really, I'm going to dovetail off of what you just said. Somebody maybe passes away, and now you've got an elderly person in a home, and they don't even know where to begin. Frankly, I wouldn't know where to begin. And so I like the fact that you'll help the family members through each step of whatever their process might be, whatever they qualify for, and kind of make sense of it, put it in English, if you will, so that it's not super intimidating, it's not confusing, and they can move forward as they need to.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's I feel privileged to be in this role, and I love the fact too, I'm actually headed out to a borrower's home out in Agua Dulce area this week, because she's just not comfortable doing everything over the phone, going on the internet. Even coming to my office is going to be a challenge. So I'm going to go out and sit with her in her living room where she's comfortable, and I am certain we won't make any decisions, but we will definitely exchange a lot of information. I'll be able to share with her my best recommendation, and to your point, I'm certain that there'll be another family member, likely her son, that'll want to get on into the conversation and help her understand and make the best decision. And if that's to do a reverse mortgage, then I'm going to be ready to help them do that. If it's not, then I'll be ready for the next call.
And there's a lot out there, a lot of answers out there, and you can help with that if they have any questions, because you even said information is key, and you can get the information over at loanDepot. But thank you for coming on in. Before you go, we actually had first let's give the website one more time, because I have another question for you.
ReverseScott.com, or just spell out my name, Scott, HOOLAHAN.com. It'll take you to my website. You can email, you can start an application there, whatever you prefer.
Again, ReverseScott.com. And we're talking with the 2026 Man and Woman of the Year Award recipient, Scott Hoolahan. But before you go, we were talking about earlier about McDonald's. We have it on the brain. Do you have a favorite kind of order or item there?
Yeah, it would be the egg and bacon biscuit. That's my go-to in the morning. Those biscuits are the
egg,
best.
Bacon biscuit. See? We got it.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
pretty good.
We're going to add that to the menu. Well, thank you, Scott, for coming on in. Again, Scott Hoolahan, ReverseScott.com for more information. Well, good morning, Santa Clarita. Delgado and Jen here with you. This is KHTS FM 98.1 and AM 1220 and HometownStation.com.